Learn what makes this iconic jewel of the desert so special. Here's a program that helps working parents care for their children and meet a troop of brothers that recently made their debut at Reid Park Zoo. These stories and more coming up next in Tucson. Hi, I'm Lane Mandel. Thanks for joining us. Today we'll tell you what's happening in Tucson. We're at Reid Park Zoo, home to elm, oak, and linden. We'll introduce you to these ringtail lemurs, but first, let's go on a mission to visit one of Tucson's treasures.
We're going to start at the very beginning when Father Kino came here in 1692. And of course, he did not build the present church.
Learning about the history of Mission San Javier del Bac is one of the many reasons visitors come from all over the world to see this iconic jewel of the desert.
They may come here because they're native people who have strong family ties to this area. They may be Tucsonans. This actually serves as the spiritual core of the Tucson community, no matter what faith someone is.
What originated as a small mission grew into a long-term cooperation between the Tohono O'odham tribe and San Javier for more than 300 years, making it an epicenter for Tucson's culture, heritage, and history.
What is great also is that the priest that is in charge of the mission, he's made it a very, very strong point to connect with the Tohono O'odham tribe and making sure that they're also respecting the uses and traditions of the tribe and incorporating to the mission.
There are over 200 years of prayers sticking to the walls of this place, and it's just so extraordinary. Rarely do you have a chance to just sit in a whole late 1700s environment and just soak it up quietly.
So if you're looking for a peaceful place to visit, or you want to learn more about the old pueblo, San Javier is a perfect starting place to experience Tucson's history.
I will encourage everyone, tourists, locals, go to the mission because you'll get a very good sense of where we're from, where we stand here in this community and what makes Tucson great.
That story was produced by our intern, Allie Scroggins. Great job, Allie. We wish you all the best. Now, let's talk about parenting. It can be difficult to care for children when school's out, but the Tucson Parks and Recreation Department can help.
Hi, I'm Sierra Davenport with Tucson Parks and Recreation. As a working parent, it can be hard to find care for our children when they're out of school. The Tucson Parks and Recreation Department can help. One of the most common questions we get asked is, what programs do you offer for kids after school and during breaks? Tucson Parks and Recreation offers the KidCo program for children 5 to 11 years old. It provides a safe, comfortable place for kids to go after school and during the summer. What do kids do in KidCo?
It's red and orange?
Yes.
What about this? Oh, you already have that. What about this kind of green? You don't have this green yet.
We do arts and crafts, homework, nutrition, and indoor and outdoor games.
It's very, very fun. The staffs are very funny, and it gives me an opportunity to make new friends.
Instead of staying home and just watching TV and playing video games, you get to actually get active.
Set. Go ahead.
For more information about the KidCo program or payment plans, call 791-4877. There are KidCo discounts for those who qualify. We also offer a KidCo inclusion program, which offers structured recreational and social opportunities for youth with learning and/or developmental disabilities who are ready for inclusion. Qualifying participants should call 837-8060 to register for this program. You've got your kids enrolled in KidCo during the school year and the summer, but what do they do during fall, holiday, and spring breaks? The Schools Out program is offered for kids 5 to 14 years old. Day camps are held at recreation centers with fun activities just like in KidCo. Children are welcome from 7:30 in the morning until 6 in the evening. Check this website for information on locations, dates, and cost. If you need somewhere safe and fun for your kids to be while you're at work, look no further than City of Tucson Parks and Recreation. Have any questions about the programs I just mentioned or anything parks? Email me, sierra.davenport@tucsonaz.gov. Until next time, I'll see you in the park.
That's a great program for children and parents. Now it's time to introduce you to my new friends here at the Reid Park Zoo. They've come all the way from Georgia, and there's a lot more to learn about these 5-year-old brothers.
They're up here on the platform.
With names like elm, oak, and linden,
They're very arboreal, so they love the upper reaches.
it's no surprise you'll find these ring-tailed lemurs up in the trees. But what you won't see them do is
hang from their tails like some people would come to expect, like our tamanduas or other animals that have prehensile tails. So they're all for balance and for weight.
originally from Madagascar. Ring-tailed lemurs have tails longer than their bodies. Weighing in at only 6 pounds, it can be a challenge to explain what lemurs are.
They are primates, but they aren't monkeys. What they're called is prosimians, and it's just where they evolved earlier than primates as we know it. So there's apes, there's monkeys, and then prosimians somewhere over here. Good job.
This troop of brothers is learning target training, which can later transition into things like getting them onto a scale.
And if they didn't want to come over, they don't have to. All of this is voluntary.
The training is also a great way to develop a relationship with the animals, and that includes telling them apart.
So up here we have Oak, and you can tell him because he has a white dot on his nose in the black part. Over here. Good job. We have Linden. Good job. He's a little more fearful, but he has cleaner lines and definition between the white and the black on his face. Whereas if you look at Elm right here, he kind of has an ombre effect, where the black fades to gray to white before it turns to anything else.
Another fun thing to know about these lemurs is
they're all brothers from another mother, which it's fun to say, but it's true. They all have the same dad and all different moms.
something else they have in common is their love for bananas.
Let's give you each a piece for doing such a good job.
They run and run for a while because they're strictly diurnal, active during the day. Well, then about midday, it's time for a nap.
The great thing about them is they get along beautifully. They are a close-knit group. You find them every morning in a little pile, a little lemur pile, sleeping together.
Whether asleep or awake, these lemurs are a treat to watch.
I'll see they're checking you out while you're checking them out. Will you guys enjoy your day?
All right, thank you very much.
I can't decide which one's my favorite. They're all so cute. Lemurs aren't the only new animals here at Reid Park Zoo. You'll have to come check out this other trio of brothers, meerkats. We'll leave you with some footage of these interesting characters. That wraps it up for this edition. I'm Lane Mandel, and I'll see you next time in Tucson.